Hey, hello, good afternoon, good morning, good evening. How are you guys doing? Depending on where you're watching me from, how are you guys doing today? All right. So, guys, my sound is checked. I hope you are doing okay. If someone has not asked you today how you're doing, I'm asking you from Oyoyo's World, Oyoyo Ndoki's Kitchen, and Oyoyo's page from Facebook. How are you doing today? I hope your day has been nothing but amazing. All right, so it's gonna be a very interesting one. It's going to be a very quick one at the same time, but we have to discuss this. Okay, so let's chit chat. I can see Facebook. Yeah, if you're on Facebook, please join me in discussion today. If you have the time, if you don't like this video, share this video and let me know what your opinion, is in the comments section. Thank you guys for joining me on another discussion of a plea to motherland Nigeria. All right. I know it's not something most of you want to hear. It's not something most of you are interested in discussing, but I tell you, it's something that we have to talk about. Yes, we have to talk about it because in one way or the other, it pertains us as well. Thank you, Anita. Thank you for joining me. Always here to encourage me, always here to motivate me. Thank you for being here today, and thank you for the thumbs up. I really appreciate your presence. So God bless you. Really good for joining me today. So Nigeria is going to the poll on Saturday, the 25th of February, and the story out there, everybody's campaigning and all of that, and it will be a desire to get Nigeria in the right space. And why am I making this video? No matter how far we live, how far we stay, we can't forget our motherland. So we have to encourage the people in Nigeria to do the right thing in this coming election. All right. Thank you so much. Thank you, guys. Please don't forget to like this live stream. Don't forget to share. And don't forget to leave me your thoughts in the comment section. So Nigeria is headed to the polls on Saturday, and it's been a very, crucial campaign, very critical at the same time. A lot of people, had said a thing or two, and a lot of people as well, anticipating and hoping that something will change or something will happen. All right. So why am I talking about it today? It's a chit chat, like I said. So you guys come in, let's discuss. It's not gonna be just me talking today. I want to have one or two persons to contribute to this conversation. All right. How are you doing, Anita? Thank you for joining me today. Thank you for being here. God bless you real good. All right. Okay. Everything is all good. I'm just making sure. All right. So election is on Saturday. We had political parties, about 18 political parties in Nigeria, and the whole 18 of them filed for presidential candidates. So you have a lot of people to choose from, but three people actually made it to the top. Top three happens to be the Labour Party, which is headed by Peter Obi, the presidential candidate right now, and Atiku Abubakar, which is also for the People Democratic Party, and Mr. Ahmed Bola Tinubu, which is for uh, APC. APC is the party that is ruling Nigeria right now. So Atiku Abubakar is PDP. PDP had ruled for 8 years during Obasanjo's time, and then with Yaradua and Jonathan Goodluck, another 7 years. So making it, I think PDP had ruled for 16 years, like they claim. I don't know if it was up to 16, But I know Jonathan did 5 years, and Yaradua maybe did 2 years or thereabouts. So that is the political state in Nigeria as it is right now. They have three major parties that are contesting for this presidential election. So my plea today is for my people in Nigeria, in motherland, my people. This election should be taken very seriously. It's not the kind of election you go and sit in your house. I don't want to participate. I don't want to join. This is an election that you need to come out and exercise your civic duty. It's expected that you vote in an election. So this election is one that you need to participate. Is one that you need to contribute to. Is one that you need to vote. Don't sit at home on Saturday because you feel like I don't want to be involved. I don't want anybody. Now they should just go and do. After all, by the time they finish the election, they've already decided who wins the election. No. By so doing, you're arming them to decide who wins the election. But if you contribute your quota, if you participate and cast your vote, you have done the needful. And what is now left is for you to do what? To trust God that the people in charge will do the right thing to make sure that the rightful candidate wins. All right. So you saw my thumbnail today, your vote matter. As a matter of fact, your vote is your power, your vote is your voice. So use it. Don't sit back. And another thing I want to say here, please do not participate in election violence. It does not pay anybody to get involved, into it. There is nothing good about it. Do not participate in election vote buying. That is my plea to people of motherland Nigeria. Do not go to the election and cast your vote. If anybody around you is trying to buy your vote, report to the nearest authority because they have a lot of security people at each polling center. Do not sit on the fence on the election day. Be agile, be careful, and be cautious of your environment. Don't go sit at home or sleep in or watch Netflix or watch movies, watch Nigerian movies on that day. Make sure your vote counts. Make sure. This is a plea to all the people in motherland. This year's election is different, especially because of the candidates that are contesting for election. And I know you saw my thumbnail, and you know we'll be wondering why Peter Obi. Peter Obi, I'm choosing Peter Obi because it's not because he's from the eastern part of Nigeria, no. But when you put them, side by side with other candidates, you see the reason to pick him. I need you to make up your mind on how to save the soul of Nigeria. If you're concerned about motherland, this is the time for you to show it. If you're interested in the well-being of the people in motherland Nigeria, this is the time for you to prove it. Go out there on Saturday the 25th and cast your vote. Let your voice matter. Let your voice be heard through your vote. I hope by now all of you have your PVC. I really hope you all have your PVC. This is the time for you to cast your vote. This is the time for you to say, yes, I have my PVC and I'm going to vote my conscience. I am going to vote wisely. This is the time. Don't let this time pass by and then you're going to get in another 8 years of trouble, 8 years of hardship, 8 years of poverty. Let your voice be heard. The youths of Nigeria, this is the time for you guys to stand together and do the right thing. Do not get involved in a vote buying. People might come that day with money bags to exchange your vote with 10,000 naira, especially with the scarcity of currency or cash in Nigeria. Remember, that 10,000 naira might buy you a pot of soup. It might make for you a pot of jollof rice, but it ends that day. What happens for the next 8 years? Will you be considered as a proper citizen, or will you be treated just the way hardship was brought upon the nation. This is the time for you to do the right thing. Go out there, cast your vote. Cast your vote on the 25th. Do not sleep in and watch Nigerian movies, Hollywood movies, Netflix. No. Let your voice be heard through your vote. Let your vote count by you participating, queuing in line, making sure everything is orderly. If you're asked to stand here, stand there. If they give you your voting paper, make sure you thumbprint well. Do not mess it up so that your vote will count. Do not mess it up. Make sure you thumbprint within the lines, not outside the lines or the lines. I hope everybody by now knows how to thumbprint on an election paper. Go out there and save the soul of motherland Nigeria. Go out there and support a candidate that you see that you can hold accountable. If he's not working after voting for Peter Obi, you guys have the right to do what? You have the right to do what? To kick him out, to vote him out. But you can't say that of other candidates. They might come in and occupy. And again, somebody will say, why am I not campaigning for Tinubu? I will tell you, Tinubu has done his bit for Lagos State, for the Yoruba land. He has also contributed in the success of Buhari being the president. He has absolutely done well for himself, for his family, for his state, for his people. But this is the time for him to retire. From every indices we saw throughout the campaign, you will know that mentally, maybe he's no longer there to carry the weight of 200 million Nigerians. From all the interviews, even when he was campaigning recently, telling people to go on January 25th and vote for APC, why the election is for February 25th. You can understand the reason why the best option is this Peter Obi. I was saying to myself that assuming APC brought the likes of Fashola, yes, I will campaign for him. Because when he was governor in Lagos State, he did his bit. As a minister, he also contributed his quota. But Tinubu, as right now, if he wanted to, he could have even sponsored his people from his household. People that have the ability to move the nation forward. People that yes, their mental state is still alert. People that that their health will not be the problem in ruling Nigeria. So why am I saying this? This is a plea. As you go out on the 25th, make sure you actually, first of all, get ready, get your PVC ready. On Saturday, you go cast your vote. I'm using my platform to make this final call, pleading to motherland Nigeria that you guys should do the right thing. Don't come and after the election, you say, if you had known. Just like most of you said after electing Tinubu for change, instead of changing for the better, he changed for the worse. This is the time for you to decide. This is the time for you to do the right thing. Don't make the same mistake twice. If you look at the life of the vice president candidacy of Labour Party, he's a man of integrity. He's a man of integrity. His life, the thing he championed when he was a senator, and even his private businesses should be able to tell you, yeah, this is the kind of people you can hold accountable for their actions. And not people that think they are bigger than the rule of law. Election is in a few days in Nigeria. If you live in motherland and you're my follower here, my subscriber, my fan, do the needful. Wouldn't want to hear, Oyoyo, please, can you send urgent 2K after the election? No, I'm not going to send that urgent 2K because you guys voted people that will continue to put the country into hardship. This is an opportunity for you to redeem what has been messed up. This is an opportunity for you to do the needful. All right. Like I said, guys, this is not my usual live stream. It's not going to be that long because these kind of situations and topics are the type that a lot of people will not want to come out, publicly to say what they are thinking. But I'm here to encourage you to go out there and vote. Do not sit at home. Somebody will say that Eastern Nigeria is boiling. We see everything happening in the news. We see everything happening, but don't be discouraged. Don't be discouraged. Tell yourself, if you have gotten to your local community where you register to vote, make sure you vote. Don't sit at home on that day and saying that your vote doesn't matter. Your vote matters. Your vote counts. Your voice is your vote. Use it. Use it at this time. Thank you so much, Treasure G's. Thank you for coming in. Thank you for joining me today. I had an interesting topic I wanted to discuss today about marriage and relationship and all of that. But I decided to, add my 2 cents to what is going on in motherland Nigeria. That's why I'm making this plea. Thank you, Feti's family. Thank you for being here. Thank you so much, beautiful Big Sis. Thank you for being here. So I'm pleading to everybody in motherland Nigeria to do the right thing. Do not go and sell your vote for few pennies that might just last you for a day. Do not go and get involved in election violence. There is no gain. If you are caught, they will charge you to court and you go to prison for it. And those you're fighting for, those that sent you out to be thugs, will be smiling, sleeping in their comfortable beds while you languish in prison. Do not get involved. You youth of Nigeria, do not get involved in in selling your vote and in election malpractice. Don't get involved. It's a plea. Oyoyo Sword is making this plea, talking to our people back home in motherland Nigeria. Do not sell your vote. Let that your vote, that small card, PVC, you have to elect the next president of Nigeria. Make it count. Make it count as though your life depends on it. Hold it and cherish it. That is what gives you the right to be what? To vote, to perform your civic duty, which is expected of every Nigerian living in Nigeria. Go out there and do the needful. Go out there and cast your vote. Your vote is your power. Your vote is your voice. Your vote matters. Do not be on the fence saying, after all, they've already decided who is going to win. After all, APC is the one leading. They are going to do, there is no election in Nigeria. No. Do that which God himself expected you to do. And even the society expects you to go and vote. And leave the rest to God. Thank you, Spice It Up with Onwadia. Thank you guys for joining me. It's going to be a very short stream. I don't want it to be more than 30 minutes because this is not what most people want to hear. It's not what most people want to listen. We know the hardship in Nigeria. We know the difficulties people are going through. We know the story of the scarcity of Naira in Nigeria. My daughters did a skit on Naira scarcity in their video, and it was very funny with Chifomego. We took it in the humors of it, but a message was passed. Do not sell your vote. Do not sell your vote. Go out there and cast your vote. Remember that if you don't vote, you might live to regret it. If I had known. This is the time coming before the if I had known. Don't let had I known be your story. I would have done this, I would have done that. This is the time for you to lend your voice. This is the time for you to stand and say, enough is enough. I'm going to cast my vote. I'm not going to sit at home, and I'm not going to get into any election malpractice. I'm not going to participate, and I'm not going to be an accomplice. This is the time for you to make your stand known. Do the right thing. Why am I saying vote Peter Obi? Peter Obi is a younger man that can stand the weight of a lot of things going on. He has a better track record to compare to the other ones. He has a better track record. People don't like Peter Obi simply because they say he's stingy, because he will not want you to use government funds for your personal gain. That's why they don't like Peter Obi. They are feeling if he comes to the office, he's going to tighten every loophole that corruption, has been eating the country. They don't want Peter Obi because they call him Mr. Stingy. Imagine as a governor, he did not take any land that belonged to Anambra State. Recently, Kogi State governor was his home was EFCC actually seized 14 properties, 14, I'm not saying 4, 14 properties of the current sitting governor of Kogi State, 14 in Lagos, Abuja, any part of Nigeria, and even Dubai. EFCC confiscated 14 properties belonging to a governor. And if you ask yourself, when did he acquire these properties? As a sitting governor. That's why they confiscated it. But Peter Obi ruled Nigeria ruled Anambra State for 8 years without owning a single plot of land to his name as a governor of Anambra State. When you see a man that is credible, give him chance to see if he can bring that accountability to the federal purse. I was watching an interview with Buhari and Christian Amampo. The interview, let me see if I can still get it here. I was shocked. Beyond shocked, actually, when I saw that interview. I hope I didn't delete it. It was a Christian Amampo's interview with Buhari, where Buhari was talking about how the funds they generated to fight Boko Haram, that the people, the officials that were supposed to supervise the funds and embezzle the funds. I'm trying to see if I can find it. I clear a lot from WhatsApp, but let me just be scrolling. If I find it, I'm going to make us listen to it. Thank you guys for being here. Seriously, I pray that they will all vote wisely. Nigeria needs to be restored because people like me want to partly japa back home. I tell you, if Nigeria is safe, a lot of people would definitely japa back home. That is the truth. If Nigeria is safe. This is the interview. Billion, not $1 million, were voted for. Okay. $2.1 billion. Okay. Buhari was saying with Christian Amampo on an interview that they voted for $2.1 billion. Sorry, guys. $1 billion for security, how to fight Boko Haram. And the officials that were to head this project embezzled the funds. But did we hear that they were tried, prosecuted, or anything? I guess we never heard about that, because that was the first time I heard that interview. And I don't know the time that Christian Amampo interviewed Buhari. It must have been a long time. So people are not interested in P2B because they know if P2B gets to be the president, you understand, everybody from the government officials, ministers, senators, everybody will sit up, because there will be no room for you to take what belongs to the government, or rather what belongs to every citizen, and make it your private gain. That's one of the if not the majority of the reason why they don't want Peter Obi. But let's give him a chance. I'm talking to people in motherland Nigeria. Give Peter Obi a chance. People should be held accountable for their actions. If you take anything that is government fund, you should be prosecuted and be charged and made to face the rule of law concerning that. All right. Thank you guys for being here. I value all of you. Let's see. I pray we get it right this time. Host, there is a bad government are elected by good people who refuse to vote. That is so powerful. I like this, your comment. Bad governments are elected by good people that refuse to vote. That is what we are saying here. So on that day, go and vote, cast your vote, let your vote count. Do not sit on the fence. Let your voice be heard. Let your vote count. Chai, when did he acquire all those properties? That's the question. Within the time he has been governor of Kogi State, 14 properties confiscated by EFCC. I read about it. I say, wow, wow, wow. And they said that the state government itself has been paying half salary to the civil servants in Kogi State, while the wife of the governor was dashing her workers 1 million naira each on television. So you can see the contradiction. What company was the woman running before they came to power? I don't know. She was dashing his private staff 1 million naira, while the government of your state cannot pay full salary to the civil servant. So it's a total mess up. Everything happening there is not in the favor of the poor masses. But the poor masses, you guys have the right this time to get it right. I tell you, right, to get it right. All right. Yes, so Mami Fetis is saying vote wisely. We have to call the spade a spade and tell people the right thing to do, because people right now, we don't even know if they still have some wisdom in them at all, according to some people saying on social media. So this is the right time to tell them, do the right thing, vote P2B. Let's see if there will be any change in Nigeria. Let's see if there will be change in Nigeria. All right. I want to thank all of you, especially for joining me today for this live stream. I really want to thank all of you because it's going to be short, 30 minutes, at most 32 minutes or 35, because I need to pass this message. And I want people to be able to watch this video if they can. So your voices, please, Nigerians, this is the time to lend your voices in this election. Don't sit back and watch videos or movies on that day. Don't do Netflix and chill on Saturday. Go out there, take the pain, stand in the queue and get your voice to be heard through your vote. Cast your vote and cast it for the right candidate. Make sure P2B is given the opportunity to do what? To be elected as the president of Nigeria. You saw what happened in Lekki Toll Gate 2022. It's not a story we want to revisit. You saw what has been happening in what Gistlover revealed about Anambra State and the police. We need an overhaul. This is the time the country needs to be saved. This is the time the country needs to be rescued. This is the time to save the soul of Nigeria by going out there on Saturday to vote for Peter Obi. Vote Labour Party. Vote Labour Party. If you doubt what we are saying, just take out the three major people contesting for this election, weigh their options. The PDP Atiku has done a lot for Nigeria. I must admit, he was a vice president for 8 years. He has been in Nigerian custom for many, many years, where he made all his millions. And it's only in Nigeria that public servants make millions of naira while in service. Atiku has home base in Dubai. Okay, so look at it and see who is that patriotic person, aspirant, patriotic Nigeria, that is there to tell you that If 30 naira is to be used to purchase this, it must be that 30 naira. We are not embellishing it to be 300,000. 30 naira is what you guys required. Let it be 30 naira and account for it and be held responsible if anything goes wrong. Let's do the needful at this point. Let's do the needful. May God help Nigerians with wisdom to vote wisely. This is not only voting wisely, they should know who to vote, because some of them now, the wisdom they have is just for them to have the new currency in their hands. That might be their own wisdom right now because of the scarcity of naira. That new currency they will give you in an envelope, just like we saw on the news a few days ago. Ogun State government with Ogun State letter-headed paper and envelope giving out 5,000 naira to the residents of Ogun State. So how low can these people go? How low can they go that we cannot call a spade and say, go out there and vote for Labour Party? Because APC, they are failing. PDP already. Both of them are on the same position. So let's try something new. That's what Nigerians should be telling themselves right now. Try something new. Try something new. All right. Go out there and vote. Vote wisely. Vote wisely. Vote wisely. The time is now. The time is now to lend your voice out there and do the right thing. So guys, this is 31 minutes gone on this live stream. Like I said, I want it very short, and I'll be ending this live stream right now. I've passed my message there. Do the right thing. Don't go and involve yourself in election violence as a youth. Don't let them use you. If they want to get people to be thugs for them, they have children. They should all bring their children to lead in front. If you're not wise, this is the time for you to be wise. Ask whoever that is sending you, giving you 5,000 naira to go and cause problem in the streets of Nigeria. Ask that person, how about your own kids? They should be in front while I follow them behind. Be wise, Nigerian youth. This is the time for you guys to be wise. One actress said that most people, I think it was Susan Peters, or yeah, something like that, was saying that most of those people destroying the banks in Nigeria, they don't even have bank accounts. They don't even have any account or even whatever in the bank, but they've been sent to get. Don't let them use you this election. Look at what is happening in at Enugu. Look at what is happening in the eastern. Look at what is happening everywhere. Don't let them use you. You young people of Nigeria, the youth of Nigeria, don't be used. Don't let anybody use you in this election. If they give you 10,000 naira or 20, 50, 100 to go and cause chaos, tell them, you know what? I think your children should lead this chaos and leave me out of it. It's time for you to speak back to those people that you think they have authority because they have money. Don't be used, youth of Nigeria. Don't be used. Don't be used. Don't let them use you. Thank you so much, Elizabeth Patrick. Thank you for being here. Thank you guys for joining me today. And do remember, I have another live stream coming on Saturday. Most likely I might go I might have a live stream tomorrow, but not yet sure because I need to work on the time. And I will go back to my normal live stream. But this is a special message to people in motherland Nigeria for them to do the right thing in this upcoming election on Saturday, the 25th of February, 2023. Go out there and vote Labour Party. Let's have a change. Let's see change happen in Nigeria so that when you guys have done the needful and God will finish the rest, you can begin to measure up with other countries. Look at what is happening in Ghana. Just go and listen to Ghanaian presidents, whether the past or the present. You will see how eloquent they are with their decisions and when they speak. They're not the kind of president that will tell you that a woman belongs in the other room. So please, let's get Nigeria back to track. This is the time. This is decision time. Make that decision on Saturday. Get your PVC, get out of your comfort zone on that day, be on that line until you cast your vote. It might be very sunny, it might rain in some parts, but don't be deterred by the sun or the rain. Be there, come rain, come sunshine, until your voice is heard. Your vote matter, your vote counts, and your vote is your power, your vote is your voice. Use it well. So, guys, until I see you guys in my next live stream, thank you guys for the support today. Thank you guys for coming in to join me. Thank you for your contributions. I really appreciate all of them. God bless all of you real good. Sister Ju, thank you for joining me. I'm already rounding up. Beautiful sister. Thank you so much. God bless you guys for doing the needful on the 25th. And we pray and hope for victory in this coming election. Until I see you guys in my next live stream, I remain your humble self, Oyoyo. Thank you for being kind, first of all, to yourself, and be kind to others. What you don't want others to say to you, don't say it to people. Be kind to others, okay? All right, guys, I'll be signing out today. Thank you guys for being amazing. God bless you guys real good. And remember, you, that young person listening to me, make sure you come back on my next live stream to tell me that you casted your vote, that your vote matter because you casted your vote. I'll be expecting those replies in my comment section. Thank you, guys.